So it's about to start. And we are live. So, hello. Hello out there.
Hello. That's my teacher.
Okay.
That's our teacher.
All right. So right now we're waiting for people to come. So we're going to sit and we're going to wait. Really, Valentina?
I can teach.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, we don't have any. All right, so we're waiting on viewers. So we're just gonna wait.
I see you. Can we just look at
No. Goodbye. You can leave. Bye, Walter.
I can see Messiah.
All right, so we're waiting on viewers. What's going on? We're live, and we're waiting on viewers. You sit correctly. You sit correctly. Oh. You sit correctly. All right, there's no viewers yet. We're live, and there's no viewers. Oh, there's one viewer. Hello, viewer.
Hi.
All right, we're waiting for some more viewers to come in. We're going to start talking about coding real soon. Everyone sit flat, bottoms.
Sorry. I'm trying to sit down. Correct.
Jaden, you're all right. Oh, we got two viewers. Hello. All right. We're going to start talking. We're not worried about if you can't see because you're only looking at yourself. So it doesn't matter. You can't see anybody. They can see us.
You said I love coding.
All right. Let's see if there's any more. Any more viewers?
I think we have.
I'm going to turn this off. All right, now we have two viewers. We're waiting to see if any more are going to come. Hi, I'm Miss Day, and this is our class. This is Miss Day's second and third grade class.
Hello, world.
Oh, okay. Stop. Everyone needs to be sitting on their bottom so that the viewers can see us. Okay, great. So, everyone, hand papers down in your laps. Oh. Thank you. So, we got some viewers. So, today we're going to talk about coding. And we do coding in our classroom, and we use the Hour of Code as a way to help us learn more about coding. So what we're going to talk about right now is we're going to talk about why we love to code. And so a few of us have written down some things on our notes about why we like coding. But so I'm gonna start off with whoever would like to talk about. We're gonna raise our hand, and we're gonna talk about why we love coding. So I'm gonna start off with Tommy. So Tommy, can you please tell the viewers here why you love coding? Why you like to code?
I like to code because it's cool and fun.
Okay.
To play.
Thank you. More silent hands. Clyde, why do you like coding?
I like coding because I think it's just plain old important to learn how to code, and I think when I grow up I want to be an animator, and maybe coding would be important when I grow up to be an animator and Pixar animation.
So some of us want to be animators and learn how to animate characters. Go.
I like to outrecord. I like to outrecord because I get to move the robot. Why do we?
Okay, they can't see you. Okay.
I like to outrecord. I like to outrecord because I can move the robot and I can make it go where it goes, where it's supposed to be. Like if I have to make it go to, like, one time when I did the robot, Minecraft, when I had to make it go inside the house, and I did it.
So one of the reasons why we like coding is because we get to learn about instructions and giving our characters different instructions so that we can make them do particular things. We're also starting to learn that we can make characters do particular things with certain actions. Yes, I'm not going to say names.
I like coding because it's fun to play, and I can learn how to code the robots, and on the game I moved the block so I could code it.
Okay, Azuri.
Oh. They know my name.
But they don't know your last name, so that's important. Go. We're learning about internet safety still. Go.
I like coding because it's fun, and I like coding because it makes me think a lot, and I get to move the robot all around, and you have to get through the way.
Okay, so who agrees that when we are coding, it helps us think about what we need to do next? So we also have learned that when we are coding, that we're solving problems, and it makes us think about how to solve the problem better. We've also learned on your bottoms, on your.
I can't see.
And we're also learning that you can have the same problem and solve it in many different ways. All right, who else would like to talk about why they like coding? Amanda, why do you like coding?
I like coding because it helps you get through the day.
At the game?
Yeah.
So it helps you learn how to play the game better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you please stop? I like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Jaden. Thank you, Jordan.
I like the code because coding is fun, and
It's awesome. And coding is my life, and I really like the code because when I grow up, I want to be an animator and a gamer.
So we're learning that in our class. In our class, we're learning that we can make apps and games when you learn how to control the characters in the game, in the programs. We're a little nervous. We've never done this before, so you know we're second and third graders, so we're a little nervous, but we're gonna get through this. Valentina.
I like coding because you could be, when you grow up, you can have education and be smart. And when you be smart, you want to be smart. You don't want to be like dumb. Like people can't read and do stuff. So that's why we learn to code and stuff. And it's fun because you get to have fun on the computer, and when you get to pick up like stuff you want to go on, like light bulbs, happy light bulb, and you get to get on sub games. If you look it up, you can play on it. It's really fun.
All right, so let's talk about what we learn when we code. So I want to hear from other people. What do we learn when we code? So Jayon, can you talk about what we learn when you code?
Yes, we learn lots of stuff, and
Describe what are these things that we're learning.
we're learning how to code the robot, make code laces, and we can code the car to make it turn and stuff. And like we gotta try it and try again until we figure out how to code them better.
Okay, so we're learning that when we are coding, that we don't just give up. We keep going and going until we figure out the problem. We just don't stop. We keep going. All right, who else would like to talk about why we code? Michaela, why do we code?
It's fun to learn how to code. And you get a messy hearing that's frozen.
But why do we code? Why are we learning how to code? Hands down.
How we like to code it by reading them, learn how to learn the right and the up and down.
Okay, that's fine. So, can y'all see me? Hi. So if you just joined us, we are talking about coding with second and third grade. And we are talking about why we code. So, who else would like to talk about why we code? I want to hear from someone else. Why? Why you like coding? Why do we code? Azuri, you're from the podcast.
It makes us learn stuff, and it makes us be smart. And control.
So we're learning how to control things. It helps us think. All right. Anyone else I've not heard from? Amelia, turn around.
When you code, you get to learn a lot of stuff. Like when you're stuck, you can raise your hand for help, or just or just figure it out and do what it is.
All right, so we're also learning about teamwork, and we're learning about how to work together to make our code better, or how to solve the problem of coding. Anyone else? Anyone else want to talk about why? Anyone else? Some new people. So, anyone else? Esteban, why don't you talk about why do we code?
Why do we code? Because to get smarter and
What's on your paper?
to get a good grade. To get an A. A plus.
Damiana. Why do we code?
Can I speak? Why do we code? So we can the game and don't mess up.
Okay to make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Because when we make a mistake, we do what?
Try again and again.
Until we what?
Ah.
So now we're gonna take. Hello everyone. Come meeting us. We are talking about coding. This is our first time doing this, so we're a little nervous and a little jittery. And so what we're going to end up doing is we're going to reconfigure our bodies again and sit back in our correct spots so that we can continue talking about why we code. So we're going to do that right now. Everyone needs to sit down on their bottoms. Do you not want to do this? Okay.
She did me.
So, you're not going to argue from these people on the podcast. Do you understand? And so we're going to get back in our seat, please. We don't need to get up. Just fix our bodies. Thank you. We're not going to talk. And we're going to continue talking about why we code. So everyone's going to give me back their papers. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's going to give me back their papers. And we're going to sit on our bottoms. And we're going to put our hands in our laps. And we're not going to move. We're a little nervous. This is our first time doing the broadcast.
Yes, thanks.
Esteban, come move to the front, please. Jaden. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. So, what we're going to now talk about is what we did for the hour of code. We're going to talk about what we did when we learned about the IRA code. That's how we all got started with coding. And then we're also going to talk about some of the things that we do with the robots that we have. Our Autobots and the Spiros, Dash and Dot.
Felicia.
So we have a few. So when we started coding, we started with the IRA code. And what happened was we had some volunteers come and help us, and we did Star Wars. And when we experimented with Star Wars, we really liked it. So what we ended up doing was we would go back and we would practice coding. We would practice coding. We would practice coding with each other. Move. Get up and leave.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry about that. So we would, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop this right now, and hopefully we can get back. If there's any questions, let's see if there's any questions.
Bless you. Bless you.
Do anyone have any questions for us? Does anyone have questions? It says it's been disabled. So I can't know if people have questions or not for us. So does anyone want to talk about how they code? What do they do when they're coding? Tommy, what would you like to talk about?
I code.
How?
I code. What I do, I will put the block in place, and I make the character move by putting the block in. I use controls to put the block in place. I agree.
All right, anyone who agrees that when they code, they use the blocks and put them in place? Anyone else? Michaela.
So the block thing, it's called a toolbox. Toolbox. Where you have to put in to move.
Okay, what would you like to tell people?
I would like to tell people that when you code, you learn how to.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Okay, finish talking. I'm sorry.
When you code, you learn how to do different kind of movements, and it's called a toolbox where you put the tools where you want the person to do or BBA to do. You can tell them what to do or where to go. I'm done.
Okay, so when we talked about the IRA code, we're talking about how we use the blocks to make our characters move. So, anyone else would like to talk about? Valentina.
How we code is when we pick a game and we go, it's like Monster High, Rope, Light Ball, and you can look it up. It's you can look it up in those games, and we want those games. And when we get on it, we do stuff. We control the robot to go different ways, and so and go different ways. You want them like if I go that way and I want to go that way, so they could go any ways, and really you could. I was already stopped. So and you could control them. You could look it up on. Can you stop, Elzari? .org, and if you have a phone, and you can put it on YouTube, it can get you there. But we could do robots the different ways. The people, it could be robots or people because there's different games on there like Monster High, Light Bob, and Frozen, Angry Star Wars, Angry Birds, and stuff. Hot Wheels and stuff. But if you want to get on games like those kind of stuff, games are not on there. So if you want. So there's like different stuff, and how you control the robot is you get a word and you supposed to, if you can't read it, ask your mother or dad or grandma, whoever is there to help you.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I had to move this around a little bit. Okay. All right. Anyone else would like to talk about how they code? Anyone else? Jamir, would you like to talk about how you code?
How do I code is that I pick out a block and I put it on the when run part and I push the run button to see what the character does.
Okay, so you're testing out different blocks to see what the character does. And then anyone else would like to talk about what they do? Oh, so I'm sorry everyone. I'm gonna have to stop. I'll be right back.